Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the first edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. Where they bring this edition of the Breakfast Show come to you this Monday morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mebel Kaba. Good morning. Today is Monday, the 9th day of February 2026. Inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we can look at different issues. One, we got to look at the Ceylon People's Party SLPP. Also, the Public Relations Officer Moses Mambu get for cancel on the viewers how they plan for remain a power after the 2028 elections if they win them, because anybody in the executive acts right now, then believe say they go for win the 2028 elections. Waiting at the magic we go for play, waiting at the strategy you gonna know inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. Also, in this edition of the show today, we go talk to the PPRC as they don't confirm say last week they get complaints from some people at the All People's Congress against the executive. Waiting at them complaints here, we go talk about them inside this edition of the Breakfast Show.
And also, Goyeri from the All People's Congress, as we all know, they don't pull new dates them for all the lower level election, and then new dates here then say go up on February 14. We're supposed to be next week Friday. But how this lower level election go on amidst the plenty complain them, we don't come out from members them na the All People's Congress APC party. Well, we go carry from them how them plan for engage with the PPRC for ensure they solve all them complain there, so we they member them they go with, especially with this current executive where some part the member them believe say the executive in time done and they're not supposed for take them to lower level election. They then complain there. Some they say them for set aside an election management committee we for look inside all the lower level election them where they're supposed for all. But the party don't go ahead pull up press release with new dates them wouldn't say now in consultation with the Political Parties Regulation Commission PPRC. Well, now this so they can discuss this morning. You say for the watch we go get the opportunity for join we. Send we your message now the number +232 74 545. And you say go be part of the conversation this morning. You can as well text we on the number +232 74 545 on the comment section. Now any of the platform them will you watch with this Monday morning. And don't forget over the weekend fire incidents may happen. Now Ecowa State, a very busy state, also get plenty stores them, also trader then they will see fire incidents may happen day over the weekend. Well, how many stores them burn, how many losses may happen, you go know this morning as we can get first hand information about how the situation turn like this morning at Ecowa State after the fire incident will be happened day over the weekend. All these things inside the Breakfast Show for you this Monday morning.
All right, well, it's a jam-packed program this Monday morning, and before we start for look at all of the issues that we just don't talk about, let we just go and take we audit report series. Also, we can do series for look at the different ministry departments and agencies where the 24 audit reports cover and waiting and say about the ministries. Let we join Haja Sunkari Sise as it go give we another series of this particular audit report, and from there we can begin going at the updates on the issues that we don't talk about earlier.
Welcome to the audit series where they look inside the latest 2024 Auditor General report. Outside the report, they look inside government ministries, departments and agencies. Today, I can talk about Connaught Hospital, and inside the audit report, the audit shows say boku problem then dey inside the hospital where you can pay the service them with the hospital they provide to people them. The first thing inside the audit report for the Connaught Hospital, they talk about the hospital in dialysis center, and this na center where they deal with issues them we get for do with kidney. The report talks say the hospital gets 4 dialysis machines, them where they be done buy from 2016. Out of them 4 machines, 1 be done well from 2023, and the 3 them will be done left because of how long they don't take. Now they operate past 8 hours, and for treat 1 patient, it they last 4 hours. So any 1 machine, na 2 patients they be able for attend to. So 10 the way the hospital can get 8 to 10 patients them, they're not able for attend to all them patients here, because the machine then only go able for attend to 6 people then, we can make delay in day and put boku people in life at risk. And the report Semiso talk say they not see any evidence where they show say the hospital get trained people where they operate the dialysis machine. The audit report also show poor environmental and sanitation condition at the hospital. The incinerator where they use for burn medical waste them don't spoil and not they work, and because of this that they pump medical waste about 10 meters from the annex kitchen, where this they pose serious health environmental risk to patients, the staff there, and people where they go visit na the hospital. And the report say me so talk about the contractor where they clean the hospital and other people and back where they do the cleaning, as they say they know they monitor the contractor and other cleaners there or even supervise the work them more than they do na the hospital day. And same so, the Connaught Hospital, according to the audit report, they suffer for specialist medical staff there, like ace, nose, and throat surgeon, and other one and safe, where the reports mention. Other units then at the hospital, like the lab, the blood bank, optical units, dental units, and physiotherapy units, not get basic medical equipment, instruments, and material them, and this they affect service delivery at the hospital. And at the stroke units, the audit report shows say the hospital not get basic equipment them where for help people where they suffer from stroke and make their movements them fast whether they recover. And at the triage units, when at the first place suicide patient that they pass, the audit fair not say boku equipment and day where they lack another hospital day. And the unit not gets enough thermometer and only one blood pressure machine for admission, and inside 2014 they beget 6,917 case them. Doctor themselves they complain say boku them the temperature then where they can record for patient they not can correct, and the triage can overcrowded, where all this they increase the risk of wrong diagnosis and delayed treatment at the hospital day. And at the X-ray unit, the hospital not get CT scan and MRI machine, and because of this patient they can get head injury, cancer, and stroke when need them service here, not they able to get them past they refer them gonna private hospital them. And the last one inside the Auditor General report for the Connaught Hospital, now that 14 medical doctor and 30 other medical staff then be there on study leave, and evidence not be there for showing agreement between the staff here and the HR office. And same way so, then people here not bring any academic report for show them progress then at the different institution them outside in the study. This now the audit series where they talk about the latest 2024 Auditor General report. Also, they look inside different government ministry, agency, and department them on how they use funds and how they provide service to citizens in the country. Stay connected to Liberty Online TV.
Alright, we dey continue the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. From that reports they will get for do with the different things them where the 2024 audit reports been find out about mismanagement na different ministry, department, and agency them. Every week Liberty TV they break down on this report, take one particular sector and bring out some of the issues then where the audit reports talk about that sector day. Well, they come straight na the studio as we tell una earlier say today, we they look at different issues them, and we they start with the Political Parties Regulation Commission as they get the mandate for regulate the activities of all political party them. Well, if you don't they follow recently, the All People's Congress APC party, we don't put them timetable outside and say then go begin the lower level elections. And according to the first statement where them be pulled, the lower level election will be supposed for begin on the 27th of January, but they not be able for all them. Waiting at the reason we go know later on inside the program. And we don't they see people them where now member them now the All People's Congress they care complain them now the PPRC against this current executive say the mandates don't expire and they're not supposed for take them to the lower level election. Well, how PPRC don't they mediate between their members there and the executive for ensure say they allow the party for go ahead with the lower level election? And also we don't see outside the party pull a press release outside they don't pull new date for the lower level election according to the 9 consultation with the PPRC. How the PPRC be able for come between then complain there and the executive for ensure say they get new dates them. Now the studio this morning I want to welcome the executive secretary for the Political Parties Regulation Commission, when Olusogun A. David. Good morning, Mr. David.
Good morning, Dijua. Good morning, Mabel. Good morning, listeners.
All right, I don't tell viewers them. We don't they get you on the phone on many issues that recently we get for do the PPRC and the regulation of political parties, especially the All People's Congress, where they prepare now for start the lower level election onto the National Delegates Conference, who said they for go pick a flag bearer. But before we can look at the complaint the way day before now against this current executive, then we go back to last week. Osana being gave fine of 350 million in total to the All People's Congress because of some statements them where una say the Secretary General and a member of the All People's Congress and Sheriff be making the mammoth meeting, them be all on the 31st of January. The 1 week period don't pass. Una don't able for get that money there from the All People's Congress or una don't resolve them.
Well, thank you very much. Just want to confirm that the 7 days where we give the party for effect payments, they elapse tomorrow. Yeah, so I think the party still gets today and tomorrow for effect the payments. And failure for do the payments, then we will be left with no alternative than for invoke the provisions as provided in sections 39 2C. We'll talk about suspension.
So now the party 350 because where una been pulled the press release, we be interview Zainab Sheriff when one of the people away una fine. He don't make him clear say he not do anything, he not even understand why una fine and the APC not for pay for him because not to APC send him and una self a get plan for sooner the PPRC.
First and foremost, I want to make it very clear, PPRC is not above the law. The acts provide that in circumstance when people then feel say the actions of PPRC probably they out away from the provisions of the law, then they are at liberty for Kerugula Court. As I don't say this before, me as a commission, we look forward to a situation where people at the Kerugo Court, we want some legal jurisprudence. We really want for test. Let's test the judiciary. Take us to court and let's see what will be the outcome of it. But I'll tell you, there has never been a situation where none of the actions there don't be challenged in the court. So which imply, in the estimation of the commission, that in all we do, we not do amount of sentiment or emotions, we are binded by the provisions of the acts. And I really want to use this platform again for make it very clear. We don't really find Zainab Sheriff, neither the National Secretary General. The acts make them very, very clear. And at the big padding, permit me for just read, so that even the listeners, the listeners, I say, go benefit, because so many people then get their own thoughts around the actions of the PPIC. They don't even understand the legal provisions we give with the mandate for do what we do. I just want to read. Now, if you look at sections 39(1), in fact, it is titled Conduct of Political Parties. And 39, to be specific, talk about prohibited conduct. Now, 39(1) clearly states, it's a political party, including its members, supporters. So you see how the act say? Supporters. So you know, let's say it means you get for big card carry member of any political party. Supporters, candidates or operatives. Those are the words. Members, supporters, candidates or operatives shall not be involved in. You see, shall not be involved in. So the use of the word shall automatically means it's a prohibition. And the qualifier for 39 talk about prohibited conduct. And it is not only limited to members, it says supporters, candidates, and operatives. So I don't necessarily mean I therefore be a card carry member of a political party. Once I talk, bring out my statements or my utterances and really relate them to a particular political party, I become an operative automatically. Or I become a supporter. Now, of course, the list goes on from A to E. Now, in the instance of the fine, we rely on 39(1)(c). And again, I just want to read. I hate for paraphrase legislative frameworks. It says, The use of profane and obscene language or provocative songs. You see? Provocative songs against political opponents. And I'll go to the D. The use of incendiary and inciting statements, including hate speech against political opponents. So it is very clear.
How the PPRC link to any political opponents. It not call any political party in statements where una say he grants an interview to a blog. Any political connection they've from waiting and say party A, party B make mention of, because what you read under you say against political opponents. How una connect the dots?
Okay. If you look at let's look at the prefix before against the political opponent. It said the use of incendiary and inciting statements. It's a comma. That means that's one part.
But it leads to the political opponent.
You know, when they read legal constructs, you just know you look at the spirit equally, they look at the letter of the write-up of the legal framework. The use of incendiary and inciting statements. All right? Hate speech. That statement, you will agree with me. We cannot, nobody will deny the fact that that was not inciting. Nobody will equally deny the fact that that was not qualified to be hate speech. Nobody will equally deny the fact that that particular utterance or statement is not incendiary. It is. But the act provide that in a circumstance the party feels, say, what we do, they are not comfortable, they are at liberty to challenge us in the courts. Sections 39(2)(4). Sections 39(4) provides that. That they can take legal court if they feel, say, our actions are incorrect.
All right, Mr. David, we will come back to you shortly for continue for explain that, and we can't talk, but the issue we get for do with the complaint I don't get from member na the All People's Congress APC party regarding the executive, then time na power. When they come to you shortly, as we've been saying earlier, one of the issues they want to look at today na the fire way being happen na ECOWAS Street yesterday. Also, a lot of stores then been get burned in houses also. Well, we reporter Mohammed Kamara there right now na ECOWAS Streets for let we get an update on waiting to happen there so far after that fire incident day. Good morning, Mohammed, and welcome to the breakfast show. Mohammed? I would forget Mohammed as you they watch now. This na ECOWAS Street this morning after the fire incident where happened yesterday. A lot of stores and houses and business people been lost. A lot of business because of the fire incident. We want to know exactly what's in the happened there this morning. As this not same way, by then time most of the traders them can begin come out and they pull them markets them na do. We want to know how the situation sound like and how the fire force and other authorities them being respond to the fire incidents we happened yesterday na ECOWAS Street. Good morning, Mohammed, and welcome to the breakfast show. All right, tell we waiting you to see this morning na ECOWAS Street as you did it with the crew for let we get an insight of what's be happened there yesterday. What you do you receiving cause the fire na ECOWAS Street yesterday? Mohammed, kindly take off the earpiece. We know they get you in the studio. All right,
so they come back to Olusegun A. David, where the executive secretary for the Political Parties Regulation Commission, PPRC, this morning, Idea, where they can discuss some of the complaint them weighed on the apple. But quickly, the producer and they don't make signs, so don't get Mohammed again. Good morning, Mohammed. Mohammed, good morning. All right, so they get some challenge for connect with Mohammed. We colleague within ECOWAS Street for give you update. But waiting they happen this morning as fire incidents may happen over the weekend. Also information we reach winner that plenty shop and business people or they do business in that area, they be lost in business there. Or they come back to you, Olu. Earlier, I'll be they ask the question of how when I arrive at the conclusion for fine, both for fine the APC because of some statements them with the Secretary General and also the one part of the member Zainab Sharif. The Secretary General been spend the night na the CID in relation to this issue. A lot of people they ask the police a question, say, if PPRC don't already fine the party, why again the police for coming if that's not a double punishment?
Well, I know will be spokesperson for the police. One of the things that we're very apparent is that all national institutions actually get their mandates. What we do as a commission actually fall within our own mandate as provided for in the Political Parties Act, and then action they will take. I don't know the rationale as to the reason why make the police then come into. I don't go for determine, except we get forget one of the personnel then from the Sierra Leone police will explain how that be. But on the perspective of the PPIC, our actions is actually contingent on the provisions of the act.
So while they wait for the 7 days for elapse, last week we understand say we get some complaint before for members of the All People's Congress against this current executive. Take we through the complaint and the way the PPRC receive.
Yes, indeed we receive complaint from Honorable Ambassador Almami A. Kamara, where they challenge the legitimacy of the executive for conduct the lower level elections, stating that the mandates for elapse on the 18th of February, and under such a circumstance, they not actually get the responsibility or the constitutional mandates for carry on with the affairs of the commission. Equally so, it challenged the national officers for invoking sections 39.5 of the Act. We talk about the extension of not more than 6 months at the expiration of the life of the executive. And equally so, we receive complaints from Kono districts, from some members of the APC. We talk about say they're not able to access them party cards. Some say they don't go pay and they're not able, they don't block them, they're not able to proceed with the respective registration process. We equally receive from bonds where they get similar complaint about the withholdment of party cards, and equally so that the process were allegedly say they skew the process, that they're not able to ensure that they register themselves ahead of for many participate in the lower level elections. We equally get some issues from Kenema, of course, Balaba as well. So these were just the nature of complaints all over, but significant amongst get for do with the fact that the party cards were not accessible by party members according to the complaints, and equally so some don't pay, they're not going to pay in a bank. Unfortunately, they're not able to allow them to go through the process. And we equally get complaints around, if you want to vie for a position at the world level, you get for apply through, they create an app we get for use for apply. And the another issue was that in the circumstance, some areas within the interior, they don't get internet connectivity, so that becomes a challenge as well. So these are just the summary of the complaints that we really receive, from the membership of the All People's Congress last week.
All right, so they come back to you shortly. Let me just say one more time. Forget Mohammed Kamara from ECOWAS Streets. Hello, Mohammed, and welcome again to the Breakfast Show. Mohammed?
Yeah, maybe you get me.
So like I asked you earlier, tell we what's in the is the cause of this fire and how it been starts on ECOWAS Streets over the weekend.
All right, I came to this morning at around 7:28, and I interact and talk to different people that I meet at the phone. Some of them are business people, and as well, I talk to the gentleman. He gets one for the apartments every day. because there are about 3 different apartments that they born there, so like was street number 27, 28, and 29. And as you know, the building them within this end, the building them way closer. We mean say if one catch fire, there's every possibility to make the other one and say the fire extended. When I can this I meet fire force officers them we are talked to. But unfortunately, the fire force officers they want meet on the ground, as you know they work by shifts. The one they will be there yesterday, most of them meet currently at the ground. Now the other set of fire force officers them and then they are so this morning. But I talked to them waiting at the report with them colleagues them will be there so yesterday to them. And according to them, they say their colleagues them will be there. They say from their findings it's like that bad cause the fire and also, and then the shops them with the from the 3 building them we born, the one I dwell in house and then the 2 other buildings just outside people do business and the other one a store, and then 3 building there are 2 2-story building. So currently in the situation down there. But from what I get on the ground, nobody know die at all after this fire incident happened. But the fire incident they happened yesterday at around 11 going to 12, based on waiting the people that meet at the ground waiting and telling. Hello?
Fire, we not been get that part. What you say they don't tell you, say then they suspecting at the cause.
Well, according to them, they say then they suspect say because of bad electricity. Now in was the fire incident we happened in Asu. And of course on the fire force officer we are talked to, some of them fire force officer when are feeling, the injured can, one Edith, Madam Edith, we international fire force officer. They say during the call them they try for put the fire under control, for them from the building and candle, we and instead currently undergo treatment. But from waiting and tell me, they say the fire incident where there bad electricity, bad electrical connection, when it cause the fire.
Then where this fire begin?
Come again. Sorry, yeah, somehow look noisy small. You
The
come again.
business people and the one that wakes up now the dwelling place, then be able for save them property them.
Not at all. Nobody not be able to pull anything. As they see say from the ground and ground, notice see plenty of property in there, so fire and you see that. And the worst of it, the incident happened on Sunday, and as you know, Sunday, most of the shops not open. Most of the business people when we hell around this side, some of them do business at all. From
Camera we been go this morning na the scene na Ecowa Street outside fire incident be happen yesterday evening time. Well, according to Mohammed, na 2 different apartments the fire been catch, and according to the people that we meet on ground, the information we then get is according to bad electricity. However, nobody not lost in life, but all the people where they do business at that particular building, they not be able to pull any of them property them. As one I can see from the clip where Mohammed they show we up till now fire force then at the scene. They try for put out the fire. Women say they not be able to conquer the fire yesterday. Well, when they come back in the studio, as we still get Olusegun A. David, where they take we through the complaint them, where they receive from members of the All People's Congress APC party. The issues of party cards, now one we don't become alarming within the APC. You don't they see people and they allege say, then still they set up different data center and have individual people in the houses them for manufacture party card. These are huge allegations. How do PPRC plan for look inside the allegation there and investigate if not true?
Well, the complaints that we come before the commission, we not get anyone we talk about the reproduction of party cards. The one that will come before we strictly they talk about members not able for access the party cards because in their estimation, they just feel say the one they will handle the party card probably they're not in at the camp or they're not in at the team as the case may be. So then decide not for make them access the party cards. Some others they equally claim that they don't go pay in a bank, but the system gets some issues. That they try for log into the system gets issues and able for done with the registration processes. Some they say they don't go pay in a bank, but they're not even getting access, for make them able for proceed with the registration process. Well, there's this conspiracy theory where they loom around, where they say that this they happen as a result of this flag bearer race within the APC, that some district officers, constituencies officers within the respective districts or region, they self don't take sides, they self get their own candidates, and that they always skew the cards distribution or access for many people to access the registration process because they feel say if that happen, it will affect or tell on the candidates the way they support. So these are all just conspiracy theories, but these are just part of the content then we come before the commission. And the whole of the last week on Thursday, we get a very long day with the APC. I think we're there from 10 o'clock till after 6 in the evening. The Honorable Ambassador Almami, together with the legal team, and equally so, the national officers headed by the acting chairman, Ambassador Yansana, together with the legal team. They all be there at the PPIC. Of course, we'll be actually allow the complainants for retreats in complaints, and he was very clear around this position.
What's the imposition we make before the PPIC? Why it feels say this executive not for take them to the lower level elections? According
to him, he say the constitution make it very clear that the lifespan of every executive member is 3 years, and the life of this particular executive they elapse on the 18th of February. According to him, he said the response of the party regarding say now because they be published the rules and regulation and PPIC be invite objections as provided for by law. According to him, not to excuse because they may not say they get for develop new rules and regulation if we don't begin the plan way back. And is zero when it do in summary is zero on the fact that the national executive cannot be trusted. That they don't get faith in the national executive and they're not trusted, say they're able for oversee the affairs of the party. Well, in response, the party legal team equally respond that the assertion of the honorable really not okay. They make reference to Article 5 of the party's constitution. We talk about the supremacy of the 1991 constitution and all other existing national laws. That's the party constitution subject to the national instruments. Equally make reference to sections 170 of the 1991 constitution of Sierra Leone. We talk about the hierarchies of law within Sierra Leone. And equally states that sections 39.5 of the Political Parties Act, the day for political parties in a circumstance where parties constitution and not explicitly states the manner in which therefore actually exit. That make 39.5 day, and that's the reason why make the party be rely on the provisions of sections 39.5. We talk about an extension not more than 6 months, and they equally make reference to the provisions of section Article 17I, Article 21H of the party's constitution, where they talk about the dissolution of executive at the National Delegates Conference. So these are all just the submission from both sides of the arguments.
We received last week because the party since last year for don't get the lower level elections, we see because of complaints maybe they don't postpone and they don't postpone again. They're in any way unique in terms of where political parties can get in lower level elections. The PPRC they get complaining and go put a hold to the process. Then they're unique in any way.
Well, I'll just clarify. The complaints then from last year not border around complaints regarding the conduct of the political party. Now, following the Gazette, following the submission of the rules and regulation, the revised rules and regulation, of course, there is no party where they start lower level elections without enough formulated rules and regulation where they govern that election day. So when they formulate the rules and regulation, the acts provide, the acts make it very clear that in a circumstance where political party intend for alterate any of the documents, they for counter to the commission for gazetting. So we get for gazette time, and the acts talk about 30 days.
Because what people been get the belief, see, when they be done on that period, the PPRC be done close all petitions. They were okay to get their elections.
No, the PPRC no they entertain the petitions. I think I've been on statement day before that following we don't deal with all the petitions regarding the rules and regulation, and we don't actually publish them. The final rules and regulation will become effectual on the 20th of January. The commission will entertain any further complaints or petitions regarding the published rules and regulation. But that is not to say that the commission will entertain complaints regarding any other issue outside the content of the rules and regulation. And in this instance, the complaints that we come before, we not get nothing, not get no bearing to the rules and regulation, but it gets for do with the tenure of the national executive and all other related events leading to the commencement of the lower level elections, like I don't mention about the party cards, party registration, and the like. So you not be really get anything for do with the rules. And I'll tell you, all of the petitions that we emerged from last year was as a result of the gazetted rules, and the act make it clear that you get forget 30 days for publish, invite objections, and when you invite the objections, the objectors that you, as it is clear, we therefore send the content of the objections to the party, so the party is aware of what we don't receive regarding the objections to the rules. Give the party time, 14 days. That's the High Court rule. That's the standard for High Court rule. For me, the party respond. The party self get for respond. You get for send them again to the objectors. They are when you send them back. One day, remember where you say the response from the party is okay, so in drop in petition. For others, they say no. So we get for call a mediation meeting. You get for get from all sides, and that's part of our regulation as provided for in sections 12(2) of the Political Parties Act. We get for bring all the parties together and discuss. Once we are done with that, we get for effect the party get for effect all the corrections and changes to the rules. Then they go for a final publication. So that's the process, and it actually not only PPIC generator or designer. It is provided for in the Political Parties Act.
Mr. David, according to the timetable where the Secretary General been pulled some weeks back, by August, the APC supposed for don't do with all of them processed there, so and they're supposed for don't get a flag bearer. But with all of these emerging issues, complaints about party cards, about to not get access to the database, who don't go pay with money them, will the APC meet the August deadline or they don't set?
Well, it's up to the leadership of the party. As a commission, we not get control over the internal dynamics. Like I can always say, the PPIC, they micromanage the administrative day-to-day running of political parties. What we do is for regulate, supervise, and monitor their affairs in line with the provisions of the very constitution and the party, and for equally ensure that they are accountable to their membership and the citizens of this country. So, with regards to the timetable where I don't pull, the commissioner not only pull the timetable, it's the party. But I feel say it all depends to the leadership of the party. But in we estimation, we don't say
how it depends on the leadership. This same leadership, where the member them, one party member them, they question the legitimacy.
Well, the commission don't get the hearing. Of course, either today, either tomorrow or next tomorrow, we will actually hand down a directives in that direction, and then that will actually settle that particular quagmire. But I just know I just don't get highlights of both sides, waiting they say, and no one for say much we go get the potential for prejudice the final delivery of the directives to the party.
Before we come to the directives, we will get for either today or tomorrow.
No, tomorrow Wednesday.
Okay, the directive will get for either tomorrow or Wednesday. But from where you are sitting and una powers where una act giuna, and also the powers of that of the constitution of the APC, this current executive get any window for extend and go into these lower level elections?
Well, as far as the commission is concerned, the life of the executive still there intact until the 18th of February. And then thankfully so, the directives of the commission will be out before the 18th of February.
So the 18th of February, now just few days from now. If now that 10-day then lifespan extend, so it means say the executive just gets few days. And according to the press release, they're supposed to start lower level elections on the 14th. And if this executive by the 14th, then time no go to elapse it, then start for conduct lower level, the 18th come, then time don't elapse. More confusion no go come as to who that go take over the conduct of the remaining elections.
So it just boiled down to what I will say. The complaint is actually before the commission, and we don't hear both sides. We get a 2 days mediation. I mean hearings on Thursday and Friday. We don't actually get everything, so we don't withdraw, and with the commission day in the process for put together based on what we don't see and based on the legislative framework of the commission and that of the that of the APC as well, and we'll give you directives. However, as I sit here, I know for sure that the executive is still functional. The 18th of February, they mark the 3 years. What will happen after that? I cannot say, I cannot determine as of now, but the directives of the commission will absolutely address that particular issue day in the next 24 or 48 hours, as the case may be.
This one directive will go come out the next 28 or 48 hours, like you say. What are the guarantee where they say another complaint will come again, where the directive they come out? We go cause more delay into the time we for done.
No, of course, if you look at the essence of the PPI is that for ensure that we strengthen the capacity development of political parties and for strengthening political parties to become much more functional in the day-to-day work and administrating the party's affairs. If you look at the issue before the commission, a lot of other things then come up, and that's the reason why the party be actually issue another fresh press release. Because part of the issues that we come, like I say in the first instance, that people that complain say we don't go pay, we're able for continuity registration. If you look at the press release from the party, they address that issue there. And now don't give an extension till Tuesday that anybody will get arrears for pay for meet up the 1 year. Because the constitution say if you don't be 1 year and above, before you forget the rights for participate, whether for vote or be voted for. Anybody will get a membership arrears for pay. You see the press release, address them. Extend them to Tuesday. Then one the way you don't start the registration process whenever for done, you see the press release equally address them. And that's based on the conversations.
So that's not the guarantee. So we're not go look at any other complaint. They're gonna get the directives.
Yeah, those form parts of these are parts of the conversation where the commission begins with the party leadership will lead to the issuance of that particular press release. You will equally say they compel the district executives that will hold on to party cards for ensuring that they release them to the respective members. So these are just parts of the complaints that we will receive regarding the commencement of the lower level election and how we don't tell the party for address their issues and the party don't address their issues and through that press release where they issue on Friday. So we see now people that we really want for participate in the process get till Tuesday. For either don't pay the subscription fee or for equally so don't ensure that they don't go through the rest of the process. And equally see one Tony part will be there was that election supposed for don't start this past Saturday.
Yeah.
There are people who don't pay their subscription. We dated to that particular date where the election for be. So part of what we told them in that meeting was that anybody will be qualified for votes last week Saturday. It still remain qualified for votes on the 14th of February. And the press release really address all of the issues in there.
If not, they follow the conversation around. A lot of critics believe say the PPRC, in their own belief, now a state-captured institution. What you go say to them kind of people in the way they watch you right now regarding how now they handle issues and where they happen at political parties, especially the APC, where they're on our desk right now?
Well, people don't really get right to the opinion. It's so we know we're able to coerce or change their view. I'll tell you that.
But now opinion people they express on they find the party.
No, finding of the party, it's part of the work. It's to start with. Also, PPIC formulates the Political Parties Act, And other people are not able to understand. PPIC not just grab, decide, forget themselves, pass. We don't. It's the very political party leadership, and they actually say the 2002 Political Parties Act make the commission like a toothless bulldog. That was the phrase where they used for qualify the commission. So there was a need for a revision. They gave us this powers. And when they give you the powers, these powers were taken to the people's representatives. That's the House of Parliament. And they pass and then give it. So now we responsibility for now go by the dictates of the law. So for the one the way they criticize, say PPIC is state captured, it is their view, but their view is very, very wrong. If that was the case, 2022, 2023, APC for not able to pose the kind challenge when imposed against the rule in SLPP. It was the PPIC. Even when there was problems with the ITGC, PPIC went to every length for ensure say that problem was solved. Call stakeholders in the party for talk to them. If it was state capture, we wouldn't go that far. As we speak, all of what has been done for ensure that the APC adhere to democratic values, adhere to the tenets of democracy. So that is what we are doing. When it was the SLPP, did we do the same? Yes, we did the same. Of course, it's not hidden secret. Petitions we are at the PPIC. You will see crowd when the person with AA doing the SLPP lower level elections. You will see tons of crowd. You see, we directives there. Go and run this area, go and do this. So a point that the party began for saying, you know what? We cannot get it right. PPIC go and do it for. So the question, people the way they want for criticize, they forget for be truth to their conscience as well. What the PPIC did for the SLPP, is it different from what the PPIC is now doing with the APC? We are regulators and we are just doing our job. Yes, I agree. People then get sentiments, they get sentimental about the actions of the commission, but that is for them. But it is not contingent on the basement of facts. As far as the commission is concerned, in all of our actions, in all of our deeds, it is contingent on the provisions of the law. And that is what we'll continue to do, irrespective of the power of the party within our power or the party within in opposition. We have been consistent in our approach and will continue to be consistent using the Political Parties Act as our benchmark.
In as much as a lot of people they question the independence or the fairness of the PPRC, I get a very big role for play for ensure say democracy prevail within the political party there. And now the APC seem for the struggle with the democratic process ahead of the lower level elections. Waiting will be word of assurance to APC members them we might they fear say then go get delay and then lower level election no get for right, or maybe they no get for even able for all a national delegate conference this year.
Well, the PPIC we are regulators. Like I say, we need to micromanage the affairs of political party. It is now the responsibility of those in leadership within the APC for ensure that they adhere to the provisions of the constitution, they adhere to the rules and regulations governing the conduct of internal elections within the party. Once that is done, I don't feel say members they will just want to create mayhem in a circumstance where the rules are being followed to the letter. I don't feel say members that go on for create mayhem for the party in a circumstance when there's a level playing field for everybody. But when some people within a position of authority want to skew the process, then definitely the ordinary members, they will say, no, we cannot take advantage of us. And I'll tell you, the ordinary members of those respective parties are the true owners of those parties. Without them, those in leadership are nothing. So those in leadership are servants. So all I'll say is that once the level field is plain, for every player, irrespective of who is involved, once those in leadership adhere to the tenets of democracy and adhere to the provisions of the constitution and the rules and regulations, I'm not sure that you'll have members who just go on for derail the progress of the very party we belong to. I am not sure of that.
All right.
And as a commission, will continue to do all such things for promote democracy and create a level playing field between and amongst political parties in Sierra Leone.
All right. Many thanks, Olusogun A. David, where you come this morning for can talk to the viewers them concerning the different complaint they were before now the PPRC against the APC executive. As Honorable Ambassador Almami Kamara gets a complaint at the PPRC say the mandate of the current APC executive will expire, and forum he believes say they're not supposed to take them to the lower level election. But according to PPRC, the executive their mandate dated to 18th of February. But from tomorrow to Wednesday, then go put out directive way for make the APC conduct a lower level election. Well, they can go over now to Moses Mambu, where now the public relations officer for the Sierra Leone People's Party. Moses Mambu, they can tell we this morning if the party will continue for their governance after 2028 elections. But before that, we see Usai, then chairman, when Jimmy Batilo Songa be issue out a press statement, Usai he condemn the hate speech where he say the APC being throw at the president, Dr. Julius Madabio. Good morning, Moses Mambu.
Yes, good morning. And thank you for having me.
All right, a pleasure for getting you this morning. Before we can look at the way forward for Una Party, let me go back to the press statement where we see Jimmy Batilo Songa be issue out. One question whether they come up now that why not the Secretary General issuing out a press statement? Why the new pattern for let the chairman they issue out a press statement?
SLPP is a political party. We get leadership, we get leadership structure. And according to the constitution, the leader now they provide the political leadership and the chairman now they provide the administrative leadership. So there's nothing wrong for make the chairman of a party put out a press statement. And this is not the first time. We, especially high level political statements like taking on the APC or things and where they happen, we go affect we democracy, whether internally or externally. And this is not the first time. We JOB have been chairman and they put out press statement. We saw Mano Kapen have been chairman and they put out press statement. We Dr. Prince Alex Hardin have been chairman, they put out press statement. That don't mean say we get any discourse than the national executive. It's just the administrative structure. Certain press release and there you don't see. Sometimes you don't see Yansane. There was very recently where Honorable Usman Fodi Yansane, when the acting chairman of the APC, put out press statement when an INSESF sign up. So there are certain things that will happen within the political landscape now with country. You will see the chairman SSF put out press statement. That no contravene any section within we act within we constitution. Now the SLPP is just in the spirit of taking on national issues. And what happened on the 31st warranted the second highest authority in the party, when the chairmanship for put out a press release. Because within the APC do on the 31st, been they on the 31st, be they against all norms of democratic principles. So only but fitting that
not because of the division where people they perceive say they between una executive, una secretary general, they support the Ebema movement where yourself na part of, and the chairman, most people they see with the radical inclusion movement.
There's no division within we party, especially with national executive. Everybody get right for associate with anybody within the APC. Now they're not unconstitutional at all. Within unconstitutional, now for make you be SLPP, then you associate yourself with APC. That's one unconstitutional. But there's nothing unconstitutional for make you be SLPP and associate with members of the SLPP. So there's no discourse within we political party. So for we believe say within the APC do on the 31st of January, now be a gross misbehavior and it go against all norms of we democratic principles as a country. And we party at the highest level being take this action for tell the APC say we know the give blind eye to waiting they do. The people of Sierra Leone know they give blind eye to waiting they do. And we not give them a free pass at all, despite we party they in power. We always at the SLPP don't maintain law and order. We don't maintain peace anytime we in our opposition, and we don't operate within the confines of the law. But for make you go and contravene all norms of democracy and take on dangerous rhetoric where they incite violence against the president of the country and also the leader of the party. Mind you, President Bio is not only the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, he's also the leader of the SLPP. So anything we do towards the president, we vile, we go against the democratic tenets and principles of democracy within the country. You not only they insult the presidency of the country, also they take on the leadership of the SLPP in a falsehood. And that's a very dangerous move. Looking at we membership, SLPP is the most popular political party in Salon by all electoral indications. By all electoral indicators within the country. We don't win 2 elections and we membership don't grow by 5% from the number we get in 2018 to what we get in 2023. So they go with insults to that kind of political party leadership. You lay a dangerous precedent for incite violence. And the other thing also we condemn what the APC do on the 31st. The claims where the APC they make say the president's na tiffy. The laws na Salon very clear. The president of the Republic of Salon, the leader of SLPP, not get anything for do with conduct of elections. Hello?
Mambu, yes. We dey get you, but as you continue for clear the air regarding on a position on waiting be happen na the APC the Mammoth Gathering, I just want to draw your attention to a lot of conversation would happen after that particular statement they will be come out. Now the APC say the SLPP like the APC, na political parties them we always famous for the chants then kind slogans and they went and then at them political gatherings. Because na Timbakwe on a back been in opposition, then where the former president Kuruma been in a power, then be they sing pan back, especially like for example the time for the Ebola money, say it thief Ebola money. So what's the difference? Then political chants in your way on can get on a gathering. Now the SLPP criticizing the APC for it.
Anything who talk will get evidence for back them up. When we say the Anescoma-led government, mind you, we will not accuse Anescoma no more. We accuse the Anescoma-led government for misuse the Ebola funds. The evidence that we did it for sure. Clear evidence that we did it for sure. At one video, even Anescoma talker say I be the one una. Say this na blood money, make una not play with them. It did it. The evidence did it for sure. Clearly. When we be demonstrate against Anescoma na New York, will be the demonstrate. The evidence that be very clear. The IMF report, IMF pulled out in 2015. World Bank pulled out in the end of 2014 because of mismanagement of our economy. Those evidences were there. When what thing we not do? When we lost the 2012 elections, what did we do? We went to the Supreme Court. The Constitution of Sierra Leone very clear. 7 days after the elections, you will file. If you get any problem with that election, you will file petition with the Supreme Court. 7 days in 2012, we filed petition with the Supreme Court, even though Christian Atop had no right for tell we say make we go police. They say anybody will not satisfied with the outcome of the election, make you go police. It not been get any law, no right also for council almost an entire district. It not been get. But we obeyed the law. We went to the Supreme Court. The SLPP went to the Supreme Court and said today Supreme Court to weigh that case out of court. What happened? From that point today on forward, when we lost the Supreme Court to weigh the matter out of court, we not ever as a political party continue at the leadership of a political party continue for invoke violence. We go show say Anescoma in presidency in 2012 illegitimate. No, but the claims that we APC they make, they don't even get evidence for back and up. And if you say they operate under freedom of speech or the democratic within the democratic space na the country, anything when you talk, you forget evidence for back and up. You say President BOT elections. Where you evidence for back and up? You don't get her. Because all the indicators, even the international observer report, the EU, no ever say President BO lost the election. Marcela Samba, you understand, and the catapulted through Kata Center where Samoa Kama go bring. They don't ever say President BO lost the election day in 2023. What in Commonwealth say? Commonwealth say President BO win the election. It's free and fair. They issue press release. ECOWAS. What in ECOWAS say? The election was free and fair. And these are all missions where we get election observers in the country. AU put out a press release, congratulated the president. In fact, after that election day, President BO went and contested an election within colleagues and win for be the head of ECOWAS. You think say ECOWAS go elect person for be the chairman? We not win election, or they go agree for Okutan, EU go agree for Okutan, or then go make Salon win election at the UN Security Council and be president of the UN Security Council if we not win the election. No. So these are just dangerous rhetoric where the APC they put out there, they portray for incite violence to the country. And one made the APC understand say the SLPP is the most popular political party and the most populated political party by all indicators that the country. We not only strong than the southeast, we strong than the northwest. Now we they control Falaba, for example. and we're in huge number in the Western area. So any rhetoric within the issue, when a threat to the SLPP, therefore no say that SLPP is not a pushover. The Sir Jimmy Batilo executive is not a pushover.
Batilo Songa in press statement is say the statements that will come out from APC figures them na the Mammoth meeting, they vilify, humiliate, and self-throw hate against President Bio. Why Batilo feels say them statements then they humiliate President Bio and they make people hate him?
Not to Batilo the feel, not to waiting Batilo the feel. Now waiting SLPP and the nation the feel. Say that statement the day of the APC, they vilify and they create tension and hate speech against the president. And these are the reasons why I don't give. All of the hate speech and they directed against the president, APC no get any evidence for back them up. Let APC for don't go to the Supreme Court and file and complain within the Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court pass verdict. And then they can say now, oh no, the Supreme Court don't come pass verdict, but the SLPP still not agree for adhere to the verdict. No, we don't do that. Even we were in our opposition, even when in broad daylight, APC misuse the constitution, they misuse, they abuse, they dump the constitution of the Republic of Sierra Leone by broad daylight sacking their vice president. We don't even get that right today, ever unprecedented now the history of Salone. SLPP not go after the APC, say they're vile. No, we don't do that. We issued a press release and say, make the law take in course, make APC be mindful that then they broke the law. And since then they broke the law, it's not correct. Because now they know they in the spirit of democracy and the true tenet of waiting democracy they about. So it's not about waiting Jimmy Batilo say. What was said, the press release is about waiting the SLPP they say. And the APC need to be very mindful. And whether they hide under the spirit, say, oh, this is not democratic, this is not freedom of expression, freedom of speech. No, freedom of expression, freedom of speech get limits. And the SLPP government, the things say, oh, don't do for protect the freedom of speech and expression of Sierra Leoneans. No president will ever do. Under the SLPP, no journalist don't they go jail because you publish a story. No. We don't repeal and replace the 1965 Public Order Act. We don't pull the death penalty. We don't invest in the media landscape. When SLPP came, it was over less than 150 media outlets. So they will get 640 media outlets. That is over 250% increment in the media landscape within the country. We don't only invest money, we attract investment in the media sector. The new media don't go. Internet, they all over, including Starlink, where they make you get stations there now, like Liberty, get opportunity for go online and host a television station online. This is unprecedented. We they do all the one and therefore create the democratic space. SLPP they subvent the sludge now. First in history, for make a sitting government they subvent sludge. Where they make their money. They don't ever happy. The APC government promised. The APC government promised the journalists say they repeal and replace the 1965 Public Order Act. What did they do? Did they do it? No.
Mambu,
so condemn it going publicly.
SLPP maintains say the APC lack the legal merits for call the president a thief because of the 2023 elections, because the SLPP believes say the APC failed for challenge the credibility of that elections day through the legal system. And we just hear after they release the Secretary General of the SAPC from the CID, he say he still maintain and he stand by them in word then they where he talk na the Mammoth gathering at Atuga Stadium.
Well, for we, as we put on our press release, the APC not get any merit for take on the 2023 elections because they don't follow any legal pathway within the constitution of Salone. And this now we can say for make Sierra Leoneans they see APC for who they are. When in the opposition, they make like they respect constitution. This is a political party. We not give a heck about the constitution of the Republic of Sierra Leone. The evidence they did it. This is one typical example. In 2012, they do it the same. In fact, they do it worse. They do worse for we in 2012. But when we still went to the Supreme Court, we went and filed complaint at the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court told the matter, we went back and sit. We go back and sit down. Everybody go back. Wouldn't a teacher go back and teach in a classroom? Wouldn't a professional go back and do a professional job? Will Parliament continue for provide constructive but effective opposition and continue for work with the government? That's what we do, because SLPP, we get life outside politics. APC no get her. For where they lost election to 2018, name me one big vulner APC where they do any work. None. Zero. None of them. They're just there within the corridors of the country. They try for create mayhem. They try for incite the public every day. When the SLPP lost election in 2007, we went back to a professional career. Even we leaders, including President Bio, went back to London and continue in PhD program, continue in consultancy, continue for one in farm. But name me one big vulner the APC for where they lost election, where they do any work. None. Zero. Then just there within the corridors of power. So for we now the SLPP, would they remind Sierra Leonean and international community say, not to APC no more get Salono. Not to APC no more get supporters than Salon. The SLPP is as well equal to the task of the APC. We get the support base, we get the manpower, we get Sierra Leoneans with then and we back, day in, day out. Because they know say the future of Salon rests on we shoulder. So we just remind APC say, some of the things that when they do with impunity, we just look them for the sake of peace, sanity, and cohesion in the country. Not to say we afraid them all. The Sir Jimmy Batilo executive, where APC, they go lay down for the dream we every day. Not to say would they afraid them all. Now time no more with the wait. Because they can say Sansan Bauti, everything get timing. Everything get timing. You know they take off threats when they don't call you it. You get for wait when they blow the whistle.
Mambu?
So let APC know say we don't suffer for the peace of this country. We know they allow anybody take the go-to statement against the president where you not get evidence for back them up. Yes, the democratic space did it. Now the response constitutional mandate for criticize the government. Outside the government, no, they do correct. But that one day, not fall within the armpit of accusing wrongly the leadership of the country. That one day, they make people and they undermine the leadership of the country. So for we would talk to we border than at the APC. Sierra Leone, we all get up. Yes.
If not for influence the investigation where the criminal investigations departments they do right now about this particular issue, why the SLPP feature them the investigation now on a press release? Also on a support the Salon police for the investigation where they do about the conduct and expression we been displayed now this APC the Mammoth meeting. Why una get for feature them into this press release if una no one for influence waiting they happen there currently?
So first of all, SLPP as a political party, a law-abiding party. When one of we member that did have been going on a station and say something, and then PPRC find we not say now we didn't have power, now we didn't have governance, we not pay the fine. No, we pay 150 million to the PPRC. It shows say the SLPP, we not the give us in car, we hold the hope, we not the do one. In the dispensation of democracy in Salon, everybody know SLPP say SLPP is a government where they work on institutions, where they give independence to institutions. We don't see it clearly. We don't create the Peace and National Cohesion Commission, for example. All the activities of the Peace and National Cohesion Commission after the election in 2023, SLPP gave it its full support. We give them with fullness of support for make they operate. So they hold meeting with both SLPP, then they hold meeting with both APC. We give them full support. Human Rights Commission don't pull plenty report where they bash at the government of the SLPP. We accept that. We don't ever change the leadership within a Human Rights Commission because we respect institutions. So what we are saying, we are expressing our rights under the democratic space of the country for say we support the investigation where they go on. We not support nothing but investigation. We not say we don't draw conclusion as a political party. No, what we did, we are expressing our delight for where the investigation they go on, because this has to stop at some point. Make the police and the legal institutions investigate and take action once and for all. If the APC writes for say the 2023 election was stolen as then they claim, let the law take in course. If they're wrong for say the claim say the 2023 election was stolen, let the law also take in course. Because when anything where they say the proof of yes.
Now on a press release, on a say on a support the Sierra Leone police criminal investigation into the APC meeting. And una also commend the PPRC for the swift action for the fine where they find the APC alleged violation of the Political Parties Act of 2020. I want to take note of the word criminal investigation. The SLPP
Yes.
will get any confirmation from the Sierra Leone police say, then they investigate the APC for criminal issue what happened during the Mammoth gathering?
Yes, now for follow up the claims of the arrest of the Secretary General. When they put on bail, waiting the CID, waiting the criminal investigation department.
So the police
that
then confirmed to una say na because of criminal actions. Make them be invite the Secretary General.
Not to we, to the public, for the fact that the criminal at the camp, for the fact that
why the SLPP use the word criminal investigation where una no get confirmation from the police say now because of criminal acts then arrest the Secretary General of the APC.
Okay, so I want to let you listen to me now. Make I lay the premise, make viewers they understand clearly. First of all, now the criminal investigation department, now they arrest the Secretary General of the APC, automatically show you the direction of the investigation. It's a criminal investigation. If not be a civil investigation, they for don't and go na central. So the arrest her, it was a criminal intent because waiting the APC do now that then guarding the accusations we then lay against the president of the Republic of Salone and the leader of the party was not be a criminal intent. So and when they place her on bail, the day when they place her on bail, the criminal investigation department continue for say every day for the goodie and then they continue for investigate. So within the parameters of the context of the arrest by the criminal investigation department, it showed they are criminally investigating him. So the SLPP, they complement that effort of the police for say, we call on them for continue that criminal investigation within the ambit of the law. We are not being political. We are calling on the criminal investigation department for investigate within the ambit of the laws of the country. Because this gotta stop. This have to stop. The integrity and the credibility of elections. We as Sierra Leoneans need forget them. It don't happen to we. We accepted the outcome of the elections. If you get any problem with any election conducted within the ambit of the laws of this country, go to the Supreme Court. The one that we draft the constitution, they know says situations like this go happen. But then they also create a media within the same constitution in case situations like this happen. What do you for do? They talk inside the constitution, say they know say problems with elections go happen. But if problems with election happen, the constitution say now this way we go about for adesa. It say 7 days after they declared that election day. If you get any problem with that election, you file a petition within the Supreme Court of the land. The Supreme Court of the land now then get the highest authority for uphold that election day or for dismiss that election and call for new one. But the APC, because they don't get respect for the laws of this country, they don't get respect for the constitution of Sierra Leone. What do they do? They don't follow the legal pathway. They follow the Rariman way. It's either their way or the highway. Now that's they do. They left the legal pathway and then take the highway. How can you do that? We are operating under a constitutional democracy. Sierra Leone is governed under a constitution. We clearly speculate waiting for do. Even when they broad daylight, when they sack Sansumana, look, even when they sack Sansumana in broad daylight, Sansumana still filed a petition within the Supreme Court of the land.
Mambu?
They go there when they did that power, they sack Sansumana. It's still going to the Supreme Court of the country. They go there. So why not APC? Why not APC left for incite violence at the country and once and for all file petition at the Supreme Court? Let the Supreme Court pass or go to international court. If you're not satisfied with the Supreme Court of the land for court case when it comes to election, go to international court. Why not go to an international court and file a complaint? Let them adjudicate the election once and for all, and then you change the rhetoric. Sierra Leoneans then focus on the development will happen. Kamakwe, we don't like so. We don't like Kamakwe. We don't turn the sword for put the biggest and the most powerful solar electrification for Lunge. We don't like Bonkelenke. We don't like Palaba. This is what Sierra Leoneans are focused on. The pettiness of APC. No. They see how they do so. Na bonga man style. You know they shake this executive. You know they shake we. Therefore, don't know now say this executive of Sir Jimmy Batilo Songa alongside a parental APC the gimmicks on the shake we. You know the shake Salon Sierra Leone people. No, you know the shake them. Sierra Leoneans are not ready for this. Sierra Leoneans are ready for a constructive government with a focus on the welfare of the people provide for the people, work within the democratic space,
Moses.
continue to open up the democratic space. This is what Sierra Leoneans are focused on. Not to Bonga a boy like the APC cabal. No, the Sierra Leoneans are not focused for that.
Moses, for you believe say because now the criminal investigation department arrest and detain the Secretary General of the APC. So na criminal matter than they investigate them for. And also, una na the SLPP believe say the fine where them find the APC, it due them. And una say una want for get a balanced democratic space. The APC don't they complain say una government of the SLPP they use state institution for muzzle them, especially time they like this when they prepare for go into the lower level elections. But the SLPP government they use state institution for muzzle them, not for practice and democratic principle as a party.
No political party, no government, no in history. We don't work with opposition like how the SLPP they work with the APC for foster development and salon. No. After the 2023 elections, what happened? The president now informed the committee for national unity. Now president form and a parliament. We done international community they come in and the national cohesion, peace and national cohesion commission. They find twin and they make a fine. We go now into money for make we bring everybody together. That's how SLPP peaceful. That's how the president led government led this country. Because not to say will not be get right for maintain, because ECSL don't declare the winner of the election. But as a communal political party we fight for the peace and democracy of this country, including the president who get now fight for the peace. We adhere. We went with APC that been to money. After that, they say President Bio for make statement. He did. We went through all of them process then they just for bring the opposition on board. They begin to go back in a parliament. Everything will don't happen in a parliament. The opposition they now the AU parliament, they did it. The opposition they now ECOWAS parliament, and they did it. The opposition they participate. Look honorable, the opposition leader in parliament, Abu Kabo, look in body 2007, look in body now. It shows say the government they take care of an parliament. It is see and find body for say yes. This time opposition leader we in the government they work hand in hand for coastal development in the country. Look all the APC parliamentary and the oil within at their face. It is show say the government they work with them. All committees they are involved. They're involved in all oversight committee. Then they participate.
Mambu.
Go to parliament. When they summon people, it shows say the
Mambu,
yes.
the claims and where you they
Yes.
make for the opposition leader in a parliament and the APC members where you say they shine because the government they work with them.
They work with
Then
them.
claims
Yes.
yeah, how you go justify them?
Yeah, the justification clear. Just look on Abu Kabo now and look at in 2007 how he did. You watch him body from 2007 to now. Just watch out. But you said just using your own eye, you go no say no.
they
This is
support
opposition.
them. It's not an evidence.
You say what?
That's not an evidence saying that the SLPP they support and make it they look good in the words.
No, it look good because the space there for let you do your work. The space there for make it perform. Look on Abu Bernadette Lai where APC be in a power. They squeeze the space. Paddy Mami as the leader, they squeeze and say they coerce them or let even join the APC.
All right, Mambu.
The SLPP no ever do that. Would they work with the go na parliament? Let you see how the even AKK, honorable AKK, where he council talk laba. When you go parliament, you the meet and sit down inside clerk in office. You the meet and sit down inside speaker in office. Then they talk about waiting for carry the country go before. Would they give them the space? When they say travel, then they travel all over the place. Then they get big and fat per DM. For yes, still they can media pretend as if the government they see the space and they hand out.
we not go allow you for make claims there where you know get evidence for support, and we not go and forget a back and forth. Anybody we don't mention in name, they are there for call back and say they want a right to respond, and we supposed for game. So I just want to let the conversation be guided and know some of the allegations the way they make. When they come back to you, continue for the with we now the breakfast show. When they come out to Minkailu Payamba Koma, when a member of the communications team for the All People's Congress APC party. We see yesterday them pull a press release where announced new dates waiting for start the lower level elections. But I missed this particular press release where them put and still get pending cases them now the PPRC, as you don't hear from the executive secretary from PPRC earlier, we confirm say the Honorable Almami Kamara Kergo a complaint against the current executive say they're not legitimate for conduct the lower level elections. But according to waiting the executive secretary for the PPRC say, this executive then time valid until February 18. Well, if they want to start the elections on February 14 and the mandates they expire February 18th, the magic or the questions, now that's what they can ask Minkailu this morning. Good morning, Mr. Kuroma.
Good morning.
All right, we see Usauna pool press release yesterday informing on a membership say the elections now they start on the 14th of February. But even before that, una be don't pull new dates, but it not be happen. And una still get members them where they go na PPRC with complaints. How the internal process don't turn like why there's so many complaints and confusion from una members?
Yeah, well, and obviously we get so many complaints and confusions, but rather than our concerns. Secondly, the APC is under attack. And no say they have a response to questions we get for do to lower level and the challenges we get, from shifting from one date to another. But I go wish for be granted the opportunity for response to some of the things that way Moses don't say.
You say the APC don't that?
Yes.
What are the attack?
Moses Mambu, he has just attacked the APC leadership. He don't attack we as a party. He don't attack we opposition leader in a parliament. He don't say things that way inimical to progress. So now allow me for response to them. I know they are from we start for talk, but he say a few things that I take note of. He say the APC na bongarare man. Now it don't provoke you to aggression for refer to a whole decent political party like the APC as bongarare man. When the APC reacts now, PPRC now go now fine. So we need for be guided as to the register how they use, the political register. You know go call APC bongarare man because na decent people and they me we sidoya me not to man. Me na one of the senior members in the APC. And if for correct on down the clearly, maybe na then a bongarare man, we know to bongarare man. In fact, then a idle party self, na idle at them. He say they don't take lights na Kamakwe, they don't take light na Bonkolenke, and I disagree. Now, we will be in calm, we will be in the transition. By 2016-17, will be comments for make the road na Kamakwe, Makeni to Kamakwe. From where that bridge broke during rainy season last year, SLPP no able do nothing for fix the bridge. Not to light the people of Kamakwe oneself, let them fix the road first bar. The machines have always been there. They also be they construct the road, then go take the machine and pull it all day. I mean, bring and kind of God reach out where they be the contest by election at 110. Say that they make that road. Take till they look the road where they will lead inside the market. The side they always them promise for make and not make. The people of Kamakwe no one light for now. They want bridge. Let them construct that bridge. Because when rainy season come, then go strain for food, for eat food, water, other things the way they go inside Kamakwe, not go able to go there. So let government make the road. He said they don't like Bonkolenke, and I just come up Bonkolenke a few days ago, who they follow up on the lower level elections. I go now constituency 052, when are the Bonkolenke Nande, who say you get Yile chiefdom, you get Bonkolenke Masako chiefdom, you get Opoli chiefdom, you get my upper chiefdom. That is my place of origin. No lights, no didi, like they claim. So they not light Bonkolenke in it. Make it left for mislead the public. He also say President Bio form Committee for National Unity. I think they talk about the Bintumani Agreement for National Unity. The tripartite recommendation we don't come under serious challenge. Wait till make could be get that committee. They will say, look, correct the wrong things that will happen in 2023. Even the 80 recommendations plus 4 of the tripartite committee, when are for review electoral systems and processes, SLPP they micromanage them. We don't challenge the constitutional amendment process very seriously. Not so that are there for, but I wish I could get the opportunity someday for can discuss how they don't manipulate down the road on challenge very seriously. They talk about then they fight for peace and democracy. President Bio fight for peace. In fact, me, I be small, but I remember 1996 election. The NPRC be the campaign say election, peace before election, election before peace. Then be one down day. So not to them fight for peace. Now the people of this country, civil society, the citizens, now then come together and agree say we forget peace. Some people then shed blood for that day. Then kill some people that for get peace now this country. So not a one man responsibility. We need for know that they clearly see the opposition, then a AU parliament, then a ECOWAS parliament. Then they not to news. Even where SLPP be the opposition and Mindede. Always now requirement, not to the incumbent government no more. Moses Mambu shallow in governance, in limited, in need for come for tutorial to expert the lequi. I mean, we always don't get opposition at the AU Parliament and ECOWAS Parliament. In fact, the institutions, and they know they allow you as incumbents no more for send in parliamentarians. The time where APC been there, then 10 and day where Cherry Coco de Bidena ECOWAS Parliament will be also get Honorable Mohamed Sidi Tunis in ECOWAS Parliament. In fact, now Cherry Coco for don't be Speaker of ECOWAS Parliament, but where SLPP can then change her instead and put Honorable Mohamed Sidi Tunis. So not to today than the start, as if saying that SLPP don't give the opportunity for going to Parliament. It's Honorable Abdul Kagbo. I mean, if he's on the shine, I don't get body. And insult to Honorable Abdul Kagbo. Honorable Abdul Kagbo, an engineer by profession. Even without politics, he able get contract, he able get job, he able work now any place in the world. He get what it takes. I studied with him at Frabe College. In fact, at some point, he was interim student union president. Before me, they can be president. Now, engineer, he study well and he earn a decent living before politics. In terms of the morphology, we all be no say some of we be slim. Even Moses, I get in picture self. We be lanky, be feedback kwashi or patient. I get in picture. So now you don't put on body, you don't get flesh. So you not go say the honorable now because of SLPP they get money. It's an insult to Honorable Abdul Kagbo. Not to SLPP they make it a shine, but rather this now responsible person. We don't work for himself. We don't make a name for himself. We don't educate himself. We can work even without politics. They get job. We need for no than day. So now, like count to answering. Yeah. Now, I mean, I want to call it impasse, and I don't want to limit myself to Honorable Almami Kamara, but first, now that question they asked. Honorable Almami Kamara and I, revered member of the APC, we get vast institutional knowledge. You will recall Khadija say, in fact, this person does serve as president for the Youth League. We will be in the university, now Honorable Almami Kamara, they will go around and recruit for love within the Youth League of the APC. Again, aside and they don't serve as member of parliament. Whereas by Kuruma left in constituency, now Honorable Almami Kamara take that constituency. He don't serve as Minister of Youth. He don't serve as ambassador to Iran. They don't serve the party for several years. He get vast knowledge. So if he come, he raise concern, the party for address them concerns and so now we address them. Yes, I agree say this tenure of this executive they expire in February 18th, on February 18, 2026. I agree. Because the terror been get to convention around then 10 and and as they elect them, so now they swear them into office, then take oath, immediately they elect them. Yes, but again, the PPRC executive secretary for don't tell you say provision day, now the PPRC Act. The Political Party Regulations Commissions Act. I don't know if now section 35 or so, I'm not too sure about the section, but provision day, we say PPRC can extend the tenure of an executive for 6 months, not more than 6 months.
But is the PPRC Act supposed for supersede on our own constitution?
Yes. It supersede with constitution. The national acts now can't supersede political parties' constitution because now they complement the ground norm when the national constitution of Sierra Leone. Like we get Article 35(2) of Sierra Leone Constitution, we all what they do, it will not for contravene 35(2). So the PPRC Act, they support 35(2). So it supersede with constitution. So if the PPRC Act get done day, will be the draw up with constitution, the March 7, 2022 constitution of the APC, this one will not take the laws that all the Sierra Leone constitution who can input an aya. We make reference to them. This constitution, the 1991 constitution, the Political Party Regulations Commissions Act, and all other laws, guiding political parties. Now, based on that, they will run with party. So not all to go right inside this constitution. So this executive, the Honorable Almami, he give justifiable concerns, say no acts, no provision, or the inside this constitution, we give them the mandate for extended tenure. But we say we rely on PPRC Act. We give the mandate to political parties for extended tenure. Now make the party apply to PPRC. They're not just sit down so they extend tenure, but when the party apply, Honorable Almami complaint, then bring them all together and say let them go sit down, let them dialogue. And at the end of the day, then they give ruling as to waiting will be the final outcome on that day.
So as a party, on have been surprised based on the background we don't give. Yes, on a party constitution, no give the right for the executive extend, but the PPRC gets provisions in the act, we can extend not more than 6 months. On a surprise way, Honorable Almami, Kera complain they go, now the PPRC?
No, not surprised. Any other person can take them up because this constitution and the Bible of the APC, every member who interested in the body politic of the party can read. So if you not see and they, he can challenge them. But I think say the PPRC in a forum for good dialogue, let Honorable Almami Kamara no clearly say the opportunity there for let the executive extend and tenure. I mean, this not issue way because he dey under review na PPRC and not be even want for talk about them, but now be responsibility for also clear the air. Let the membership wey dey follow this program know say we not dey in contention, not to serious plaba dey na the APC, but rather na clarification. The Honorable Almami Kamara before he go PPRC make series of audios we may listen to. And talks in fact in go PPRC for interpretation, and that's he go there for. But I believe say by Monday today, PPRC might meet or before the end of the week, then go interpret this law and tell we if we get right for extend we mandate or not, then go communicate accordingly.
Apart from the concern we come out from Honorable Almami Kamara, a lot of issues again done from our membership regarding the distribution of the party ID cards. And if not because of issues we come up this past weekend, when we don't start on a lower level elections, how the party they try for handle the issues and the of membership ID cards?
Yeah, well, you're very correct, Mabel. Not only membership card, but we get about 6 or 7 issues we come up. The party on the 6th being gets this press release will pull on the 6th of February 2026 will highlight a lot of issues we make we postpone the elections that way for take place. Yeah? One will say eligibility to vote, waiting qualify you for vote. Now the party don't say all the one that we don't register with the registration they up to February this year then qualify for vote. So today some people are register no more for 2025. Will not been think say the convention they jump to 2026. And so now you find out say beaucoup people and the money they been pay, it don't exhaust. So pass and get for pay like for 2-3 months for cover up. Because when you take a look at the constitution, Article 54G also tell you say for make you eligible for vote, for a member to be eligible to vote at party election, that member must have been a registered paid up member of the party consistently for 1 year before that date of the relevant convention or election. So for let you meet up to the 1 year period for pay, you supposed for pay that money there. So one of the things we'll talk eligibility to vote, so don't clarify whether they're eligible for vote. Verification of existing members. You know, say today, we will come out to convention, will come, we get the 2023 elections. After the elections, we get the non-participation in governance. We'll say, they go parliament, they go council, they will get the agreement for national unity, they will get the tripartite committee. Me and one person we go recall, around May 2024, I write letter to the Secretary General, urge the party for commence membership registration. I remember there was a point at Battle Street when I be host me at some point to discuss that day. And so later, the party decide for commence membership registration and verification. We all members them, or continue member then give we 1 year. But Bokuma still not be verified. They still don't say that 1 year they expire and they not verify. But the party don't bend backward and say, then they give them till Tuesday, tomorrow, at 5 p.m. therefore don't regularize the status. All that they for allow who brothers and sisters then will be say electoral justice now they not they verify, and the one that will be see don't deliberately will not verify. There was a point where the Honorable Kemosi say, even when I asked me question, I mean in 2024, say but Kemosi say they verify, they do nothing. They all now window don't they for let them verify so that they go participate either for vote or for be voted for. As long as well, me don't know if he came on did it, but as far as I concern, in a one post will be saying not they verify. So in plus the one they always be saying they not they verify, the window don't they now for let them do one today and tomorrow, so that they go eligible for vote and for be voted for.
So what if they're not verified?
Anybody will not verify, not going to be captured at the party register. You know me say you not a member, but for the purpose of this election, you don't they vote or they not they vote for you if you not verify. Me say we see if I be don't pay today, then I mean money they don't expire. If I not go pay back for laptop and liable vote, I know the vote. My name not the even
Minkailu, all of the issues there clearly they show say there is still this division within on a party. We are not able to put to an end yet on our move ahead with lower level elections where somebody go and say there is still issues ahead of us.
Yeah, so now the issues and they try for address now. And we know say we go able to address them within a week. Now make even in the opening paragraph we say following a very constructive engagement held today, Friday, 6th February 2026, at the conference hall of the Political Parties Regulation Commission, PPRC, Tower Hill, Freetown, the National Secretariat of the All People's Congress, APC, hereby formally notifies the general membership and the public that the conduct of world elections nationwide has been rescheduled and shall now take place on the 14th, Saturday, the 14th February 2026. Now, because one address the issues, they are all, we don't come up. I agree with you. If we not address the issues, they are, even if we go to the convention, maybe some people go be aggrieved, go PPX or go court, and then go tell me for go redo. We go don't spend boku money, time, effort, energy. Now make we don't take time for do all of this. So aside eligibility to vote, verification of existing members, we also they talk about settlement of outstanding subscription or arrears. The one that we don't lag behind, we don't pay, but we get 6 months, 7 months for pay. They all get the opportunity for do so now. Then one other one will you be mentioned, I don't know, maybe when are the right question we have for answer, now distribution and use of membership ID cards. These don't come under serious challenge. When I know say quite recently, the Secretary General been go China and for go print large consignment of ID cards. We be freight, it bring come Nasalion. They will distribute them to all regions, districts, for let them cascade down to wards and constituencies. Some people let the complain say the name day, now the register or them paste na their wards then day, but they not get the ID card eight. We don't know if it's certain individuals because of the competition. Some man want run for chairman, award, and constituency. Sometimes he say opponents, most of the people they don't register, and so you go all them card and they know say if you give, then go vote against them. So the party don't pull what now do, don't urge say penalty day. Then give the ID card and they for distribute because you're not leader at that level. But if you hold on to them, you deprive the person for getting card. The party get problem for that day and prevent the conventions that for happen as now rescheduled. That person will get problem. So the message they go now to regional chairman, district chairman, constituency and ward, say then ID card and they within them possession, therefore distribute them to all the beneficiaries, then forget them.
Minkailu, what are the accusation there of certain senior executive members where they support certain flag bearer candidates them, where they manipulate the process for the edge to them flag bearer candidates there, where make people like Honorable Almame Kamara not even trust the current executive for take una into the lower level elections, yeah.
Yes, the accusation day, but as far as we're concerned, there is a constitution of the APC, there are election rules and regulations. I mean, there are processes and procedure to follow. Anybody will breach them processes and procedure then for favor one person, it means that person they not even fit for purpose for continue for occupy them position and they. And so we just believe say this executive go live beyond reproach. Last night, Dumbuya, when the National Secretary General don't demonstrate so far, say in neutral, he don't live, above waters, and he don't conduct himself properly for man the affairs of the party. Now the nucleus, now the center, now get for determine a lot of things where they happen now. We believe say he go continue for provider leadership day, and that in the final analysis, the grumble and not go boku. Now that make every step of the way with the bend backward for address concerns. We not go and let the convention don't take place. Somebody go na court. He go challenge we. They at the end of the day they instruct we for go redo all of them things that we don't do. Now make you see we don't pull date one, we don't pull on twice, and we don't reschedule just so that we go address all them concerns and day. Another one, now application for what positions. Say we get online application process. And not to all side of the country people go access internet. Somebody maybe Makande na constituency 052-175 on a Kwava, na Kenema, on a Kisiteng, na Kailan might not get internet in village. So you get for inside Kailan town, can't get internet and apply. Why make no say people do physical application? How we go able to gather all the forms and they put them together, process I go be problem. But if you apply online, it's simple. So again, another reason for this reschedule or postponement, and for give opportunity to all who that apply for run for position, for apply for them position in day. Then payment of candidature fee. The one in back where they apply, in the rules, they say for apply for chairman at Wadi for pay 100 leons. For other members, we will run for executive position at 50 leons. That money, the party they use them for process elections material. They get for print ballots, paper, then get for get other election material. So you pay small candidature fee. All the money then they don't give them time for pay them through online, orange money,
Minkailu,
and all.
We can go back to Mambu. All of the issues there with the state. So how sure is the APC for say time dinner on our side for get all this be done ahead of Saturday we wanna for do the elections?
Yeah, we convinced say we get the luxury of time for doing. Not a difficult thing for do. You can subscribe now, pay some. I can use my phone now and do all what I for do. Inside 5 minutes, I don't complete it if I'm willing for do. Now I make nobody know the all way back with this window where the party don't give for address all the inadequacies. The one that will not comply, not go blame the party anymore, because in fact the law very clear. There is a constitution of the APC, Article 54G, very clear. We go to Article 56 also, we talk about eligibility for leadership, it's clear. So if you be no say you want contest, you want participate, if I don't go through the constitution, I advise yourself accordingly. But if we bend backward, even for accommodate all them concerns, and it means the party leadership don't try. For make sure say we get an outcome will go be appreciable and acceptable by the majority. We believe say we'll meet the deadline, and at the end of the day we go conduct elections. Why we need for meet the deadline? We also get provisions in our constitution where we go to Article 56. Another paragraph they will go tell you say 2 years to convention, 2 years to the general election. We for don't elect the person we get for be leader and flag bearer of a party. So if we not get the lower level conventions, then now say to August we get forget the NDC. If we miss then they we go also don't contravene or breach with constitution for that requirement day. Now make one forget them.
Continue for the with we Minkailu. They come back to you shortly. Let we go over to Moses Mambu. Hello, Moses, are you there? All right, we don't talk about the recent press release on Apple for condemn the statements where the Secretary General of the All People's Congress will make during the Mammoth gathering. Let we come now to why you are here. This now a transition, and the conversation about elections don't start already. Una as a party in governance get a responsibility for ensure say una take the people of Sierra Leone to smooth elections and make sure say whoever win, no questions not again about the credibility of the elections like what happened inside 2023. How is the SLPP prepared for do that?
Yeah, well, before I answer that question, they make a clarify a few things and we, even though not so done there therefore, make a just clarify a few things and we Minkailu talk about. We're not correct. We are say SLPP don't put light in a bonkelenke is the fact. We Minkailu down in studio, you can contact me at the day and the evidence there. Say bonkelenke, we don't put solar electrification at bonkelenke. We are say the SLPP government don't put light in a Kamakui is the fact. And it was not precipitated by the APC. No. This is where we started within the APP and we for make sure say the people of Kamakui get light. The other situations we address them because the APC said that district day without proper planning. They not plan for nothing. They just create them for political gains. And we had to talk about the credentials of the APC. You see people they laugh because even within the APC they see how they try for stifle themselves. Why you go say person where they na a chiefdom, na tonkolili for go online and register. Where sometimes you write either person no sabia. So tell picking the way for help and for do the registration then they did. Then a premeditated ploy for stifle some people and democratic right for participate internally. But as I said, just now we're not surprised with what the APC they do and how they come and gaslight the people of this country. Because like Minkailu we surrender, so don't be one of the people in Afwabe College as former president. We in house where they heavily linked to APC, they impeach her. And they also pull, for example, people like Sansumana. So the APC democratic credentials, even within the student spheres to national, the people of Sierra Leone know them for say they are not democratic. Then they clear. So anytime where they take on the SLPP, say with the stifle democratic space, freedom of speech, then get freedom of expression, the people of Sierra Leone can laugh. Because these are things that were very interesting. Where Sierra Leoneans they know see when it comes to protecting democracy, the SLPP is second to none not alone. Now I can't the point now. Okay. The 2028 election, Khadija, with the SLPP, they continue for tell Sierra Leoneans, they say the 2028 elections get for be like any other elections when it comes to 2007, 2018, 2023, it get for be like any other normal elections. We don't want less Sierra Leone people and believe say the 2028 election get for be extraordinary. No, It not get for be extraordinary because Sierra Leone is a country we governed by laws. The laws then and they're very clear. And even as now, we try for review laws then where APC be don't pass, where APC be don't engage, like the constitution review will happen under the APC government. We then go almost every village and every town in this country. They make sure say then go there, forget the views of people then. Where would they try for bring to light some of the things that we the recommendations then would they be put inside and they for continue for make we elections better. We elections that this country could continue for be better. No democracy, not the way perfect. Just few days ago, Khadija, na Fulton County, na Georgia, President Donald Trump sent the FBI then go take all the 2020 voting material, then go take the FBI, they don't go clear all. Why? They say because the 2020 election they be rigged. So no election, no day in this country. In fact, whether they go take a national intelligence officer for good, now they go pick the ballot there. They tell you say no elections, no day, we 100%. But as a thriving democracy as we are, we don't get transition of powers many times now. So our democracy and resolve as a country have been tested. But few of the things so they tell as a party who want to make lesser unions they know is that democracy does not only mean when you win election. You get a democratic responsibility for maintain law and order even when you lose. And in democracy, any democratic content, you get forget one person with the win, you get forget one person with the loss. Waiting we will and continue for do as a political party, now for continue for work with established institutions, for make sure say we continue with democracy continue for be credible, with democracy continue, with elections continue for be free, with elections continue for be fair. But we also reject any attempt for intimidate anybody. We not intimidate anybody. Look now, the APC they go through the lower level elections. There a few days ago, I be the mayor possibly be the top petitioner say the mayor of Freetown go campaign because he want be flag bearer. Go na Bomb Island. They go waka na the riverline area. They all na the south. No noise, no commodity. Nobody know how say they don't go block them. Say they don't go block the mayor. They don't grill go na. But he go take boat. He go campaign. The country is open. So what we they do as a party and government now for create the enabling environment, create the space, make people participate. We know say the SLPP get for win the 2028 election on first ballot. Then they don't get story. Story no they padande. Threats no they change down the propaganda no they change the will or the mandate of the people. Threats of violence or demonstration no they change the will on the mandate of the people. Because just like our Emma sing Khadija, salon we sabi we safe. We all inside salon with it, and we all sabi we safe. We know what's in a threat, we know what's in a credibility. So for we, the 2028 elections, and the SLPP they approach them like any other election in this country, and we make sure say everybody participate in that election day willingly, not to under threats, not to under coercion. Everybody they get the liberty for participate.
Mambu?
Now I make if you be now, yes.
Waiting they inform this you determination for say the SLPP get for democratically win the 2028 elections.
Khadija, if I begin for talk down, they will not get time now for down there. Because if you look out,
give me just one thing where you go point out say this a reason for say the SLPP go democratically win the 2028 elections.
Because the SLPP don't put the people of Sierra Leone in front of every agenda we don't implement so far. SLPP don't put the people of Sierra Leone in front of all the agenda of things that we don't implement so far. Whether it come from the healthcare, where now we get one of the best infant and maternal mortality in Africa, to electrification, especially rural electrification, who come now over 400,000 households be there at the grid. Now we get well over 1,400 households who don't add. Whether it comes to infrastructure, who don't make over 4,300 kilometers of roads and bridges in this country, we unprecedented is taken to none. Whether in terms of education, the free quality education, who don't implement in this country, yes. So for we get a winning message. We not get threats for give to the people of Salon. Say if SLPP not win power, problem will happen. No, we are not going to make the country ungovernable if we lost elections. We know we have a winning message. We therefore take forward the message to the people of things and what we don't do, how we don't transform the country, things and what we don't do for put Sierra Leone before in everything what they do, the things and what we don't do for bring back the country out after the wreckages of the coronavirus will hit the global economy. What we don't do for bring back the economy on track. Those are the messages we take to the field salon. What we don't do, we make 13% of rest all the imports now. We don't left for anymore. We don't, they don't save we hundreds of millions of dollars because of the successes of the field salon. Those are the messages we'll get for put forward to the people of Sierra Leone. So the SLPP is confident in with track record. We're confident in with numbers, the numbers we get, and even don't add more, and we continue to add the numbers then we get. Khadija, I can tell people that I can make one fun of people that say, where people that can say, where APC can make. Out of the 16 districts we'll get now this country, Khadija, APC knows the numbers. They are aware of the numbers. They know say, as long as that election free and fair, in the history of Salon democratic politics, not another where APC don't beat SLPP on a democratic front. And not the happy because we get the numbers for win any election in this country. But what will they continue for say, Khadija? Two things. Now they continue for tell Sierra Leoneans. Make every Sierra Leonean take the next election like any other business. The democracy and the principles and tenets of democracy in a Salon, not for enjoying, not for approaching with violence. Not for approach them with coercion, not for approach them with a vendetta, but Sierra Leoneans for enjoy a national discourse, national debates. Sierra Leoneans forget the liberty for choose the leaders based on merits, not based on saying, I'm holier or I'm on this after 10 years, myself for camp. No, Sierra Leoneans then therefore approach the 2028 election with the zest of either reversing back or moving forward. I believe Sierra Leoneans they want to move forward, Khadija and Mabel. We want to get to the next chapter. We want to get to the chapter where every Sierra Leonean they be able to determine their own destiny. Just like how government they continue for lay the platform. So for we believe say every Sierra Leonean for participate in the democratic process with ease, with enjoyment, relax, listen to the debate, listen to policy, not to propaganda, listen to evidence-based arguments. Not to coercion, not to violence. So for we, the 2028 election is already over for the SLPP.
All right, many thanks for joining me this morning, Moses Mambu. We come over to Minkailu Kuruma as we can wrap up the breakfast show now regarding the new schedule where the APC don't poll regarding on our lower level elections. Whose assurance they left with on a membership. So now they use this window period for settle, always on a need for settle. And we are not going to postpone again.
Yes, Mabel, thank you. Before I give assurance to people, I go equally respond to the things that we Moses say. The thing is, in politics, I not like personal attacks. But when somebody attack me personally or attack member of my party, I they respond positively and proportionately. Now, the press release where SLPP go right for condemn with Lance and Adam where I say, I mean, I'm in idleness to the highest degree. Why not be right press release for condemn what Jimmy Batilo Songa say? Why not answer now you the condemn? Why not be right press release for condemn what the chief minister say? We refer to we as on progressive. Why not be right press release? Anyway, let's move from there. Light in Bonkolenken and Kamakwe, Moses still emphasize say Bonkolenken and Kamakwe get light. In fact, I don't reduce them to solar. I still tell and say it is false, it is inaccurate, and the people of Bonkolenken and Kamakwe go even vex. If you tell them, then talk, then they say then they enjoy electricity. They say we create districts for political reasons. No, we not create districts for political reasons. Falaba and Kamakwe be don't overdo. In fact, Falaba no more. You get one chiefdom the way be say. In fact, that chiefdom the big pass on district themselves in terms of land mass, the land space. So we not create now for development, not for political reason. The online registration, that they not in business, now SLPP day, but for answer to that day. Now, if you see the people that they apply physically like this, how you go get that now? All 446 words. So you go count them, process them, bring in a headquarters difficult. So now make us say online. Internet they all side. Even if you know they have, in fact, me village self internet they. But if you know they self, we get chiefdom headquarter towns, we get district headquarter towns where they can come now the party office now the district they help them for apply. Then they go don't save them the transportation and burden for camp free to. It say Minkailu in party been in Campo Bedina University be linked to APC and then be in picture. You see Moses. First of all, you know, finally talk about anything they discuss about academic university. Not even finally talk about her because Moses don't get any academic credential added to his name. You know, pass Becker, you know, pass was graduate from university. You know, fail Becker woefully, fail was abysmally. They graduate from university because. No, it don't go personal.
No.
Because no, it go personal first.
Minkailu.
No, these are things I don't talk.
No, but
No, I ain't go personal for say me party lean to APC and then be impeached, Minkailu self na college. No, that is false. Now, la complete for answer me. First of all, I was never impeached. I was elected as president of Rabi College in May 2010 and my tenure expired April 2011. I served for complete 1 year and then conduct elections. Even though we've been getting some challenges, but I overcome them challenges and I was not impeached. Sometimes you don't know what's the definition of an impeachment. Now, where you they call referendum, you remove president and elect another one, but that was never the case. And that happened because I've been put my foot down for let the right thing happen as student politics and not be mixed student politics and national politics. And not for say all that thing and they because for me, it's not important anymore. We don't pass the level and they, but for Kamia, they attack people personally, then self get for respond. Clearly. SLPP, they win 2028 election on the first ballot. Now, SLPP no say they not win 2023 elections and then they lost 2028 woefully. But all reach now that bridge there with the crosser. It say we get the best infant and maternal mortality records in Africa. It is wrong. We not get the best infant. This is misinformation. As a national publicity secretary of a whole party, before they make any statement, conduct a study. Anybody can check the internet right now. The best infant and maternal mortality record in Africa, the country the Oehola, one na Rwanda. I mean, anybody can check. Two na Botswana and three na Mauritius. Not to Sierra Leone. Anybody can check down there. So you don't go come misinform the public and you think say me go Sidoya and not go correct them thing and day. Now, for the assurance, we want to tell the people them na APC with membership and supporters across the world. Say this convention will be conducted peacefully and that the concerns that we Honorable Almami Kego go be resolved amicably. At the end of the day, everybody go get the leverage for participate. But let members know them things here where the Secretary General don't state in this press release. Eligibility to vote, it don't qualify. Would that get right for vote by the election and go through waiting the Secretary General say and fulfill what he for fulfill. Verification of existing members. We don't open window for let people and go do this verification till tomorrow 5 o'clock. From today all day, tomorrow back till 5. If they're able to verify, then go still qualify for vote. Settlement of outstanding subscription. Would I not say in payment not they up to date can pay back from today Monday till tomorrow Tuesday all day before bank the lock. You go still qualify. Distribution of ID cards and membership. We don't all say anybody with old ID card or membership we not distributor. The party go take disciplinary action against her. Application for ward positions. The application still open. The one that will not be applied go still get the opportunity for do so. Payment of candidature fees still open. The one that will not be paid go still get the opportunity for do so. So all NTR na in the Secretary General Lawyer Alliance and Adumbuya want to for make we know comply so that the convention will come up fine. Then we go celebrate the APC victory in harmony.
So a lot of people they doubt say on a not for able hold the lower level elections and even on a NDC. The possibility for Lona get and this year is slim. The one that will get that fear, the Minkailu members them. Talk to them, assure them this morning.
Now, we know the cross 2026 without NDC because if we cross them, we don't bridge with constitution. So we not for be so dogmatic in pushing forward certain conditionalities. Sometimes and then you get for look, say this is the law, but you get for get a compromise position because we already party transition. The assurance na that people that like Honorable Almami Kamara no wish bad for the APC, and no one for create problem for the party, it just want for let the right thing happen. But I believe say after the interpretation by PPRC, you go be satisfied. I believe say all the one that we get concerned, we don't address her. If you know say you not been get your ID card yet, contact your party office, your constituency chairman or ward chairman who don't all say make them give everybody in card. If you know say you not be verified, you still get the opportunity for do so. All the one that we get challenges, so don't put an ado, say then go come now the secretariat and address them challenges then they. And we believe say this convention go hold by God in power on the 14th when on Saturday. We go get to world elections. After that to go put dates back, forget to constituency elections, and then district and then region and then specialized organs and bodies. From there we go also get to national delegate conference as scheduled. This time now Port Loco we go get them now the Northwest region by God in power and we go elect to national officers of the APC.
On 7 days they elapse tomorrow. Quick one, una don't pay the fine, we PPRC fine on that.
Well, the party will communicate accordingly regarding that Because on 10 and if they find you money, we're not justifiable, you still get the right for appeal. When they find you can appeal, when I sit down and discuss, either they go reduce the fine or then go drop if you give justifiable reasons as to why they're not supposed to fine you. We know that we not make decision yet for challenger, because if you want challenger, you get for go to court. For do that, they will believe say the party go appeal and we go sit down, we'll discuss. And in the final analysis, whatever the outcome, then the party or PPRC go communicate to the public.
Talk about the complaint and other issues there within on a party, the All People's Congress APC party. And so now don't join me this morning. Many thanks wanna join we this morning, and to you we don't send you comments or not able to read on our messages, apologies. Now they end the breakfast show for today. Many thanks to the production team, when Al Hassan Kouma leader, and the technical team will support the production team for let this edition meet you when I'm Musa Kouma leader. Many thanks to una all. Mina Khadija Bangura they say continue for watch Liberty TV throughout the day, as this now you only public interest media platform where they bring canto on issues them where they are all over the country. Have a good day.
All right. Well, till we meet again, Mabel Kabade say get a good day and goodbye.